Okay, a little bit of a longer intro there. Abby, congratulations. Let Stephen know that that he can relinquish his hold on the internet because it's yours for the rest of the day. I wasn't going to come on today. I really was not going to come on again today. But oh my goodness, we are having so much fun on this New Mexico skier trial. It's growing on me. It's growing on me. It's getting crazy. It's getting absolutely crazy. Hello, Abby. Hello, Sandra. Double yay. Let's get some super chats here. Not super chat, but chat bubbles up. Yes, excellent. Okay. Evening. Yes, I did. I'm spoiling you. I am back. I just popped up. I'm just saying that in New Mexico, this trial has actually, it's been sort of the schedule. It didn't start till just very recently today. Less than an hour. It's been going on today. The state is still giving their presentation, their side of the case, and it is getting more and more bizarre. If you have not followed, I'm going to bring this up on the screen, but I'm going to. Let's see. I'm going to sort of talk over them if that's all right. There we go.
The BLM on Metro.
So I'm going to turn them down just a little bit.
It's going to be a rent, like a rent.
They're get the right audio turned
trailer.
down.
There are 2 trailers.
Okay, so what's going on is this is nuts. Turn your camera on, Scott, says Abby. Okay, I'm here. You can see me, sort of. I'll be right here. Is that better? So this case, this is, if you have not been following, this is New Mexico versus Dean Cummings. This is a case where he's being charged with murder, and he's saying it's self-defense. And the more I watch this case, the more I wonder, why did a DA ever press charges on this? It seems like they don't have any evidence yet to show that this was not self-defense. And now in a self-defense case, the defense does not have to prove it's self-defense, right? It's the burden of proof is on the state, and it's going bizarre. It's going bizarre. Oh my goodness. Yes, welcome everybody. I'm going to be quick here. I will say thanks for letting me get out early this morning. The couch is in place, and my wife is super happy, and it's wonderful. So thank you all for that. But if you have not been following this case, I think the state is about to wrap. I think they're almost done with their witnesses. But things that we've seen in this case, first of all, woefully inadequate police equipment, like police officers who for years have had body cameras that did not function, radios that don't reach, don't cover well, and they just miss things, a computer system in the cars that either was non-existent for some vehicles or was not functioning. And then we've got this gentleman on the stand right now who just testified as far as his experience. When they go through, what's your years of experience? He's listing courses he took on the internet, self-taught courses on the internet. So it's like, I don't know where these guys are coming from, but it's completely backwards. The guy who did the crime scene investigation to figure out the trajectory of the bullet holes in the walls, he stuck little straws in and everything, but he never took any measurements. And he has no idea how high up off the floor, different bullet holes were and things like that. Oh my goodness. It is absolutely crazy. It's bizarre. The moments that I've seen on here that have actually just floored me was when the state produced evidence, right? They have this dramatic moment when they bring in the box that the rifle is in, okay, the killer weapon, right? And they bring this in, and this is an ugly looking gun as far as, this is the criminal gun that everyone likes to use because it's an AR-15 style gun. It's all black and it's a scope. It's got all these attachments and it looks mean and sort of things. And they bring this thing out and they've got this big, huge magazine. And they're showing this off. They enter the magazine into evidence. They enter the gun into evidence, and they're using this. And then the defense gets up on cross, and they zoom in on the pictures of the items that were found, the evidence that was found at the crime scene. And they zoom in on the magazine, and they say, "Do you see the magazine? Do you see the magazine that the state's been holding up and showing to the jury and talking about how this is the magazine? Do you know where that magazine came from?" And the police officer says, "I have no idea where it came from." Because it's not the magazine that was found at the crime scene, okay? It was not the magazine that was found at the crime scene. And then... And so she produces this other one, it's like, okay, so here's the real one. Now we have an extra magazine that just turned up somehow in this investigation somewhere. Wasn't at the crime scene, but now it's here in court as evidence. The state's already admitted it. She's like, so we better mark the real one. And oh my goodness, just bizarre. They've got a witness that the state called that they don't want to have testify about the toxicology of the victim or of the decedent, right? The guy who died. So Grumpy Cat comes with an OJ quote, or variation anyway. "If the magazine don't fit, you must acquit." Well, in this case, it was the right kind of magazine. It was just the wrong magazine. It just looks differently. It looks different than the one on there. Thank you for subscribing and hitting the like button. Thank you, Abby. The case is absolutely nutty. It is bizarre. And the further it goes, it's just getting stranger and stranger. Ashley says, "No way, prosecution sound like they're a mess." They are, and I don't want to jump on the bandwagon. I know a lot of people are insulting them about their looks, but we only get one camera angle on this video. It's a camera that's set up in back of the courtroom, so we get to see the back of the heads of everyone who's presenting. So the prosecution and defense, and I don't think the prosecution knows what a hairbrush is, and it's awful. It's so bad. Oh my goodness, it's so bad. You just want to say, just. Take 20 seconds. Take 20 seconds. It will change everything. But wow. And on the defense side, the defense lawyer, let's see if I can find her name. It is, okay. Jumping over here. Not there. Here it is. Carrie T. Morrissey. Okay. Absolute bulldog. This lady is brutal. Okay, I was looking at actually a fellow guy who does similar things pointed out this website to me, Martindale, which is it's like a rate my professor, but basically you can rate judges, you can rate lawyers, things like that. And a lot of the reviews come from fellow lawyers or other judges. Well, this lady has 3.8 out of 5 stars on peer reviews. She's absolutely amazing. She is ripping to shreds the state's witnesses. Just one after another, just completely destroying them. So much of the state is objecting to everything and getting overruled. They're like, please make it end. You're destroying our case, right? It is painful to watch on it. It is absolutely painful to watch. Joe, the tripod's a little better. When he zoomed in on the witness, it looks all right, but it's still not level. And so, yeah, I still have issues with the camera and the sound and things like that, but I'm getting past that. The redeeming qualities of the contents of this trial are overweighing. They're mitigating factors that overweigh the problems with the camera and the sound. But going back to this review for defense lawyer Carrie T. Morrissey, she's got two reviews. One of them is just straight 5 out of 5, no words, and then 2.5 or 2.6 out of 5. This is rated by a judge. Okay, the judge says. Attorney tends to be unnecessarily hostile, oppositional, and borderline on courtroom decorum and respect for the court. She zealously advocates for her clients and generally demonstrates above average trial skills. 2.6 out of 5. It should be 12 out of 5. That is exactly what you would want in a lawyer, in a defense lawyer, somebody who is aggressive, fighting for your cause. borderline, yeah, might be pushing it a little bit. That's all right. We want that aggression. And she's zealous in her advocacy for her clients and demonstrates above average trial skills. She is worth watching. If nothing else in this case, it's worth watching her. Kitty Cat says, wait, so this guy killed the other guy in self-defense using an AR-15? WTF. Yeah, that's it. This is why we need AR-15s for self-defense, because clearly he just used one. Here's how it goes, Kitty Cat. And I was sort of joking there, but at the same time, they have been used in self-defense before, and that's the case in this one. Katrina, what do you miss? You're missing this. I'm not sure where that sound came from. Just rang in my ears. You're missing the trial in New Mexico with New Mexico versus Dean Cummings. This is the extreme skier. He's the guy in between the red and the lady in red and the lady in black, just above my head in the picture right now. He's honestly a bit of a nut, right? He's missing a few fries. He's a few fries short of a Happy Meal, right? There's some stuff that's missing or didn't quite connect. Maybe he fell a few times when he was skiing and it didn't, the synapses just aren't firing like they used to. He has had some history of mental illness in the past. He has belief in a lot of what other people call conspiracy theories. For that reason, I do not think he'll be on the stand. He will not testify in his own defense, and that can't be held against him. But it's Ashley says she sounds great. Yes, it is. It is absolutely unbelievable, just jaw dropping, just crazy, and so I'm not going to follow this whole thing today, right? Because I've got some things I want to do. I want to prepare for tomorrow's uplifting live stream and everything. But if you have nothing else to do today and you are completely bored, jump on one of the live streams and follow this. I know there are a couple people who are doing some commentary on this as well. I don't know anyone who's doing commentary that's as friendly and nice as we have here, but you might want to just watch on one of the big channels that is following this without the commentary, and then we'll talk about it maybe next week. But everything you could possibly want in a trial, including a police officer who can't get evidence bags open and takes forever fighting with scissors, like almost cutting himself, just trying to find how to open a bag. It is hilarious if it weren't for the fact that somebody's dead and somebody's on trial for murder. But Chandra says, at least he's not a soft sit. How did he get the weapon? Shauna, I think he's sort of like a prepper sort of guy. He was going to talk with this gentleman about buying the land that he was on. And he's in the middle of nowhere carrying AR-15. Usually when I go out into the desert, I had a firearm of some sort. It was just something I'd carry for my own self-defense. Usually it was something smaller that could handle if I got in trouble with a poisonous snake or a coyote or a rabid fox or something. But yeah, I don't. The fact that he was carrying the AR-15 is not really strange. We don't know yet what led up to the argument that they had, but the fact that he had an AR-15 with him isn't weird. Just being out in the middle of the desert like he was. Anyway, it's bizarre. It's crazy. I just wanted to throw that out there and just say, give this a listen. And I would love to hear. I'd love to hear your feedback as to what you think of this insane case, which really, with each witness that goes up, even the state's witnesses, they're testifying defense information, defense evidence. And I'm like, I don't know how the DA would have looked at this, evidence that was collected and looked at everything and said, yeah, we can prove this case. We can go ahead with this charge. It's bizarre. Really, I don't think, yes, he should have been arrested. I believe pretty much everybody who uses a firearm in self-defense or claiming to be in self-defense should be arrested. That information should be gathered. They should be talked to. But in this case, it should have been arrested and let go and, say, yep, justified. That's my take. That's my take. And the further the state goes into this this theory that they're trying to push on the jury, the more I believe that. Let's see. Just to clarify, I thought he was the lady in red because I thought the red outfit was prison attire. No other reason. Yeah. Nope. He's not in red. That is a long sidebar, and they've had many. And the state is very frustrated because it seems like we can't hear the sidebars, but it seems like every time they come back, The defense gets to keep going, and the prosecution is shaking their head as they step away, and it's it's bizarre. Laura says, "What's wrong with the back of the lady's hair? They look better here." I'm talking about previous days, yesterday in particular. I think the stress of the situation, particularly with the state's witness just being shredded on the stand, the prosecution just was running her hand through her hair constantly, and it was just a bird's nest, and the tag of her collar sticking up and everything. It just looked sort of crazy. Today's good. It might go south depending on how it goes there. Let's see. Shauna says, "How you doing, Joe? Good, Helen. How's the kids?" LOL. Yeah, is that what they're saying? She broke a mirror and got 7 years bad hair days. I've done that as well. Still don't have my haircut yet. I'm hoping to get that this weekend. But let's see if we have a little bit of audio here. Let's see where they're at.
Let's talk about the body of Mr. Audiola.
Okay, so
OMI collected the body from the scene, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so we're actually going to turn this down.
Typically, tell us how a body is processed.
Guillermo
by OMI.
Ariola was shot twice, and it appears that he was shot probably in a position other than standing. So he may have actually been on all fours when he was shot, which does not look good on Dean. It's hard to say that I was threatened by a guy crawling on the ground, but Dean supposedly fired 11 to 14 rounds. Depending on who you count, and if you're counting how many bullets are left in the magazine, or if you're counting different holes and things like that. But he was struck in the chest, and he was struck in the head. And this court is not like other courts, and they're showing all sorts of footage. So I'll warn you, there is some very graphic images here that may be shown, especially because they're talking about that. And because of that, I'm gonna cut away, because I don't want to have that on my feed. If you're okay with that and you want to take that risk, I'd go watch it on some of the big channels that stream this without commentary, without reaction or anything like that. Shauna says, "How do you say his name?" I'm probably saying it definitely wrong, and I'm pretty sure I know what I am saying, but that's how it's spelled, right? Correct me. People are laughing at me. I say things wrong all the time, but in this way, I'm probably it's a Freudian slip, right? That can't be the bulldog. Way too soft spoken. Yes, please tell me that's not her. It's not. That's the state who's talking. This guy's going to be on cross, and I think they're gonna tear him apart, especially when he's like, "I learned everything from watching YouTube videos," which is what he did. He's like, I watched some videos online. I took a course, just a self-directed course online. So how's the couch, says Katrina. My wife tried it out, little test news on it, I think this afternoon, and I think she likes it. It's really good. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap up here today. I want you guys, if you're bored, I didn't want you to be missing all the fun action. Hopefully I've given you enough background that you can get an idea of what's going on, where we're at in the case. The state's about to rest. I think this might be the last, or maybe the second to last witness. I expect it to end today for the state, and then the defense gets to start. But really, the defense has been putting on a show all along, and it's been amazing. Okay, so I said it wrong. Yes, this is a YouTube cop. This is worth every second you spend with this trial, I think. I will warn you, though, about the graphic nature of these pictures. The body is shown. Some of the photographs are shown. There is not a lot of gore in the pictures that I saw, but they seem to not be shying away from that in showing that. Joe says, "I think Recovery Addict is fair and balanced." Wonderful. Abby says, "Thank you. I'm going to go check it out." Let me know what you think. We're probably not going to talk about it a lot tomorrow, because we want a more uplifting sort of live stream that sort of resets us for the next week. But I watch videos. I'm ready. Objection. Ask me another. Please, yes, Abby. Thank you for that. Let me first say, before you call my burner phone, thank you for all of you who have been ordering mugs. I've seen the orders just pour in, and that is wonderful. I'm so excited. We're all going to get them about the same day. Mine are coming in as well. I think they were made in the same batch as some of the first order. Sold out very quickly initially, and we've got more available. So if you want one of our official Recovery Addict mugs, on one side it says objection overruled grounds, and on the other side it says true crime addict, and it's really cool. You can get them in 5 different colors. They're on eBay. If you search Recovery Addict mug, you'll see it there. But I just want to say thank you all those that would love to be sipping out of one of those mugs with you guys simultaneously from wherever you are around the world. I think we ship to UK as well, Abby, so we might have you taken care of there. Paul Blart to the rescue. No, it is that bad. Only imagine Paul Blart without the Segway. They have nothing. Their equipment is all broken. The police department has no funding to do anything. And oh man, it's crazy. Shauna says, I'm going to catch up on this one. We could use a giggle. Yep. Katrina, thanks for being here. Appreciate you just stepping in just for a little bit. Somebody wants us to find love there, but we do not want that. That's not what we're here for. So I'll go ahead and give them a nice little report, get them out of here. You guys are amazing. Have a absolutely fabulous day. We will see you probably about 11:30 tomorrow. I'll put out a little countdown timer for when we go live, so you guys will know when that is. But it's going to be an uplifting chat. We're going to have a good time. We're going to talk about something that just makes us feel happy and positive about things that can go right in the world. And I think it's more in line with what a lot of us are in our lives, as just from what I can gather from chat here. So thank you. This guy has more than one qualification. He does. I'm just pointing out the bizarre ones that he's listed. But thank you very much. I'll look again for the mug, but I couldn't find it. Abby, let me know. If you can't, I'll double check. I think it had settings for shipping to the UK. So if you can't see it, let me know. Great afternoon. See you tomorrow. Wonderful. Sup, Chandra, Abby, mods. You guys are absolutely amazing. Tag, thank you very much for being here. I know a couple of people are popping in right as we're leaving, and I apologize. I wanted to make it quick, but I knew some of you might be on, and this just popped on, and it's getting too good to miss. So I thought I'd let you know. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great start to your weekend. I know I sure will. Hug everybody you love. Be safe. We will see you tomorrow.